Hi, y'all. This is Amy from the Dog Guide San Antonio. Thank you for tuning in or watching the replay. I'm here today with Hannah from Pawderosa Ranch and her doggo, Bruin. Nice to see y'all. Nice to see you, Bruin.
Morning. Almost afternoon, but good morning.
Yes, good morning. He's such a cutie. It's been fun watching him perk
Yeah.
up his ears occasionally when we've been getting ready for the broadcast here today. So Pawderosa Ranch is a doggy daycare and lodging facility with 3 different locations here in San Antonio or the San Antonio area. They're also one of our Paw Pass partners. So our Paw Pass gets our audience exclusive discounts at different area partners, and Pawderosa is one of our favorites. They offer 10% off all of their services, which include lodging, daycare, and grooming. And you guys also offer first-time daycare visitors a free day of daycare too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about Pawderosa's philosophy behind the services that y'all provide?
Absolutely. So we're family owned. We're going on 16 years. As Amy mentioned, we have 3 locations. So we just continue to grow. So we're, San Antonio surrounding area, and really, the Pawderosa way. That's really what we talk about all the time. And so it's low ratio play.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really different from like a traditional doggy daycare setting. All of our play groups, like our doggy daycare, sometimes our groups are only like 2, 3, 4 dogs. Most of the time we max those groups around like 6, 7 dogs. It's all about being able to have high touch time with them, interact with them. We do different activities during circus day. We teach them how to jump through hula hoops. On ranch day, they dig through hay to find little treats. We're always engaging all 5 of their senses.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all about, that low ratio. So we only take 36 dogs per location per day for our Frontier Club Gold and Silver program. And it's just because, it's an exclusive program. It's super important to us that all the dogs get exactly what they need. They're all getting individual time. They're all getting customized play. They're all getting exactly what it is they need, and every dog is different. So that that low ratio really allows us to to work with dogs, and it's all about us aligning with those clients. Sometimes we get dogs that they just added them to their family. Maybe they just got a puppy, or maybe they just adopted a new dog, and so it's just one of those things that it's like, we take every single dog as an individual. We really pride ourselves on working with that family and raising that pup with them, alongside them.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So I bet you guys have a number of dogs that you've gotten to see grow up over a number of years. That's really cool. Okay, I heard you mention ranch days and circus days. Are those something that you guys host regularly? Is that like a weekly, monthly, yearly thing? Tell us more about those.
Yeah, absolutely. So our Frontier Club program, we have actually a Frontier Club calendar, and we will publish that calendar on our Facebook page, also internally on like our information station in our lobby. But we publish that monthly, and every day has a different theme Monday through Friday. So we offer the daycare program Frontier Club Monday through Friday. Every day has a different theme and a different focus. I mean, everything from sports day. We also do arts and crafts once a month, which is super fun. And we do little paw prints or lickety art for them. And there's so much benefits, even like, yes, okay, so arts and crafts day, the client gets to take home something that's definitely, like suitable for framing, something super cute, something to go on the fridge. And thank you. But there's so much more to it than that too, because we always talk about with arts and crafts day that like every time that you go to touch a dog's foot, it's always like the dreaded nail trim, right? And so doing an activity that is positive, they're reinforced, they're given treats, doing all these high touch activities really helps to kind of desensitize dogs that, only associate this paw touch with, the dreaded nail trim. Usually on Arts and Crafts Day, we do several other high touch activities for that day too. So usually that day also includes like a full body brush out, and we have like rubber brushes that will brush them out too. So the clients really appreciate that, especially right now with the weather changing and everybody's shedding. And but yeah, so like going back to ranch days, every day has a different theme and a different focus in all those activities. The other thing that we do on ranch day is we have a We have like tubes and containers that we will put different scents in, and we will hide those scents around the yard. And then we have some dogs that, like we'll make sure they don't see where we hide it, and they literally will they go to find it. And then once they find it, they get the treat that's out of it, or we reward them for it. And we have some dogs that we can hide it up in the tree, and they'll actually stand on their hindquarters and point it out in the tree. So we have some that are
that's a big dog.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're always just kind of reinventing it and, finding ways to challenge them. But it's just so much more engaging than kind of you kind of think about like a dog park. You just let the dog go and you just kind of walk around and hang out and socialize and, smell each other. And that's fine, but what makes us different is that those dogs are engaged from the second they walk into the yard. Actually, even before then, the second that they come out of their bunk, right, they're asked to sit at the door. They're asked to walk like a lady or a gentleman next to us, right? We don't let them just pull us like crazy and be berserko. We want them to walk politely on leash, sit at the doors, pass their friends politely. So it's all about creating standards for them that also, align again with the families, align with the clients, align, with them just, overall being well-mannered and being well-mannered and being able to, just kind of align with them and make them just a really well-rounded pup,
I love that. Okay, so you mentioned frontier clubs. It sounds like you guys have different levels of membership or ways that, so I guess, do you guys just offer drop-in daycare, or is it something where there's different membership levels that you sign up for?
That's a great question. So as far as the Frontier Club program, so because we are exclusive, because we do have a limited amount of spots, it is reservation only. So a lot of our clients will just tell us, hey, you're going to see me every Tuesday, Thursday, or hey, put me down for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or every Tuesday, or whatever their schedule allows.
Yeah.
So it's definitely by reservation, by appointment. They can just send an email, give us a call, message us on Facebook, however is easiest for them in their life. And, or if it's a reoccurring appointment, we can do that too. Nice. We also offer a monthly membership, which is unlimited daycare Monday through Friday, where the client can bring their pup Monday through Friday. And it's a monthly, they would pay on the first of every month for that unlimited daycare. Nice. So definitely by reservation only. And just from the first when they walk in, every time. It also allows us to see who's coming the next day. So if we have a new dog that's coming in, it's so nice to be able to say, oh, well, this day we have these 4 or 5 regulars that we know we're going to introduce this new dog to first, because, they're confident. They're going to show them around. Welcome them, to our pack.
It sounds like that gives you guys just the ability to really maintain the quality of the, the care that you give to the dogs each day, knowing who's going to be there but also offering flexibility for your clients to be able to choose how often they're going. That's awesome.
That's great. We have so many regulars. So it's awesome to see kind of the same, those same pups coming through, and so many new ones. I mean, it's awesome. Every week, we're just adding to the pack, and it's awesome.
That's cool. So we talked a little bit beforehand on what are some of the anxieties that you hear from first-time visitors to the ranch. And I'm sure, there's the anxieties of the dog owner, and then there's the anxieties of the dog. How do you help people with those?
There's kind of 2 different types, of client that we come across. We come across a client that's like, we got this dog and they're crazy and I can't handle it in here. Take them, get them tired, they're crazy, and they just are kind of coming in it's just please take them, and then of course we have the clients that have done so much research, and there's just so many options, and they just come in and they've done so much research, and they are just really, their focus is making the best decision for their dog. Yeah. And so, of course, it's nerve-wracking to leave your pup for the first day. It's nerve-wracking, especially, we've had so many dogs that, because clients have had the opportunity to work from home, We've had so many clients that their pup has been like literally like this on their lap while they're from home for the last year and a half. And now maybe they're venturing back into the office and this is the first time with their pup. They're like, okay, well, you know, my pup definitely, this is a great opportunity for them to have interaction throughout the day because they're used to this family being home with them. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, the kids go back to in classroom learning. And now like the parent is going back to in office, you know, so it's definitely, we've seen a lot of that. You know, and the biggest thing too is that, you know, we really believe that because we have, what's unique to us is we do a 5-day evaluation because we really, the client and us, you really don't see, you know, kind of that pup come out of their shell. You really don't see their true personality, you know, until they get settled in. You know, so we really believe that it's definitely more than, you know, a first day, oh, they come in, let's add them to a group of dogs and just see how it does. There's so much more to the process that we do. And that's really our biggest reassurance to clients is that your dog's going to be set up for success. And that's something that we really pride ourselves on. And it's something that we do really well. And it's just all about, you know, that first day, if the dog is unsure, then it's more important to us to build a relationship with our specialists in the back for them to really get to know that dog and, you know, for that dog to be able to not be overwhelmed. And if it means that that first day or two, maybe they're not introduced to another dog right away, that's okay. You know, that's why we have that 5-day eval. Because again, it's all about a nervous dog. You're not even going to get a good read on them going into a group of other dogs. You know, and it's different for every dog. And I think we definitely do a great job of taking it, you know, one pup at a time. We document everything. I mean, I think that I know that we have, everybody thinks like, okay, doggy daycare, like you're out in the yard all day. Like there's a lot of paperwork. Like every dog has like a full document on everything about them, everything, every friend that they've ever met, how they responded to it. You know, so it's just about communication, all of our team being on the same page, setting that dog up for success. And that's just really reassuring those clients that are having some anxiety about it, you know, that we're going to do what's best for the pup first. That's always going to be our priority. And if they want to call every 10 minutes, the phone's there. They can call every 10 minutes. They can say, hey, what's he doing? Oh, well, he just was out with friends. Okay, what's he doing now? He just played with the jelly ball. That's fine. You can call every 10 minutes. There's nothing wrong with that. Trust us. We have clients that do that all the time. And then after their eval too, they'll start to get their report card. If they're gold dogs, they get a report card at the end of the day that summarizes that day's activity, who they were with, just the activities that they enjoyed that day, what we're working with them on. It's so everything is, you know, communicated and, you know, their dog's definitely not a number. You know, their dog is an individual with us and it's all about us building that relationship. And like I said, setting them up for success.
That's awesome. That makes me think about like when you have younger kids and they're in preschool or something and you get that little report card of these are the activities that they did today. And that was always really helpful to be able to see and know what they're up to. Same thing with our doggos. So what are maybe some concrete steps that you recommend for dog owners getting ready to send their dog for their first day? What are some things that they can do to help their dog get ready for that?
Absolutely. So if you're going to board or lodge with us, so we call the overnight boarding, we call it lodging. So if you're going to lodge with us, I absolutely recommend taking advantage of the Doggie Daycare 5-day eval because day 1 is free. And then day 2 through 5 are only $20 a day. And that really gives the dog an opportunity to, you know, to come check us out, to really get this understanding that 1, we're not a vet, you know, that's always a hurdle, right? We're not the vet. 2, you know, they're going to come, they're going to have a great time. And then mom and dad are going to come back to get them. And so once they get that routine, that's so important for them just to be balanced and for them to understand, you know, by day 2, by day 3, it's so much different. They come piling in that door. They're so excited. They know they're going to have a great time. They know they're going to get a ton of attention. You know, they know that at the end of the day, the mom's going to come get them. They love the car ride. You know, there's so many little things that kind of build up with that. And then when they come for lodging and maybe they're staying 3-4 nights with us, then for them, it's just, you know, one huge benefit is that our team knows them. We've already started that eval process or completed that eval process. We know what dogs they're getting along with. We know what dogs, you know, they are what dogs they're getting along with, and we know what dogs, to try them with. And I've already started to get to know that dog and build a relationship with them. And so them coming in just sets, again, us up for success and the dog up for success, for their stay, for their longer stay with us. So definitely taking advantage of that, of that daycare, at least those first, 3 to 5 days, just so they can kind of just get to know us, right?
Yeah.
On a daily basis. I think it makes a huge difference. And when it comes to doggy daycare, it's really just, we have a pretty extensive, form that they have to fill out. And so they're going to give us every background information from where they got their dog from, a breeder, or if they got their dog from, one of our shelters, or if they found the dog, so they're going to give us all the background information. So really, I always say clients, like, fill that out, leave. Just leave no rock unturned. Tell us everything about it, because that's the first thing that our specialists go to before we even try the dog, in a group, or we even bring the dog out with us and start to work with the dog or play with the dog. We want to know all the things. What is this dog like? What things has this dog encountered? What's this dog's background information? So that going in, this is all information that we can find valuable, that we can, that we can know about the dog. So. Yeah. The only other thing that we always say is that if the mom or dad are nervous about bringing the pup in, that travels down the leash right to the dog. So I always say, I know, Mom, this is your baby, and I know that it's so hard to bring them, and I know it's so hard to drop them off, but you have to be, and it's the same thing with kids. I mean, Amy, you made that reference. Same thing with kids, it travels right to them. And so it's just super important that the client is, confident, and just telling them that you're going to have a great day, and, just kind of setting them off. And, our staff are definitely every single day, they're welcome. The dogs, welcomed, into the ranch. And it's just important that the dog has that, okay, this is okay. Mom thinks this is okay. I think it's okay. It's okay. We're good. So yeah, it's just about setting them up, like I said, for success. That's the thing I'll say over and over and over.
Yeah. So introducing them to the ranch before boarding sounds like an awesome idea, just to get your dog used to being there, so they're not having a meltdown when they do go for boarding. And making sure you give me all that background info so that your dog can get known, and you'll have all that information that will help you guys with working with the dogs. And then, yes, making it a positive experience as you're taking the dog. Yes, just like your kiddos on their first day of school. You can
overlap. I try not to compare it too often, but there's a lot of overlap.
There is for sure. Okay, so one thing we haven't talked about is your grooming services. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. So our grooming primarily is at our Shirts location. We have a wonderful groomer there, and she can do so when we say grooming, so grooming means that this is like a dog that you need to get a haircut for, or maybe it's like a husky that's blowing coat right now because of the weather change, and you want to do a really awesome de-shedding treatment. So these are dogs that need haircuts, like a style done. So our main location that we offer grooming is our Shirts location, but our groomer from Shirts actually comes to our airport location a couple times a month. So, so you're also able to book ahead to get an appointment with her at our airport location as well. So at all 3 locations, we offer a number of services for bathing. So this would be if your dog doesn't need a haircut, but you just want them to get a really great bath, brush out, conditioning treatment, maybe a teeth brushing. We can offer those services of a deluxe bath or a basic bath, nail trims. We can do all of that at any of our 3 locations, and usually we can get somebody in within a day or 2. It is by appointment, so we're able to do that, and just kind of allow you to not have to use your own bathtub or hose them out. We can definitely take care of that for you. We do ear cleaning, we do teeth brushing. We offer a lot of different luxury cleansers too, so we do that de-shedding. shampoo and conditioner that helps them to kind of lose that coat so that we can brush them out for you, and you can continue to do that too. And then, sensitive skin, there's lots of different, scents and everything, but definitely something that a lot of our clients will add on to their stay. So like if they're lodging with us or they're doing doggy daycare, a lot of our daycare clients will add on a bath like once every 2 weeks, or like our lodging clients, if the dog's staying with us for a week, they might add on that bath and nails like right at pickup day, so that after their dog has played for the whole week, they get to go home looking great, smelling great, and ready to snuggle up with them.
Nice. Love it. You guys also have some self-washing.
Yes. So our Mission location, so we offer the self-bathing at all locations. So what's really great about the Mission location is that we actually are on the same site as Mela Luxury Apartment Complex. And so for those that live on site at Mela, we also offer, it's free for them to come and use the self-bathing. Awesome. And we have the self-bathing. It's actually like in the lobby area, so it's really accessible. So the other 2 locations, Shirts and Airport, we can do the self-bathing. It's just by appointment, and then you guys can use our towels, our shampoos. So it's like if the dog just really prefers, for you to do the bath for them. And that's always something that we can do for you as well. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, and it's definitely, I've seen the one at Mission, and it, you don't have to kneel down at your bathtub.
No, like at your height, it's great.
Yes,
bather boxes, so everything's just at your fingertips, and I think it's a huge benefit at that location just because we have so many apartment dogs, and it's like if you've ever, even a small dog, if you've ever given a dog a bath in your own tub or shower, or even a tiny dog in your sink, like it's not that fun. So it's just like a mess to us. We'll definitely take care of that for you, and it's way easier for you to come in.
Grooming is not, I have 2 dogs now. So Terry, my older dog, definitely is not a big fan of getting bathed or having her nails trimmed. I love how you mentioned earlier the craft activity with the paw print of desensitizing that touch to their paws. That's really important to do. And I'm working on that with my puppy now so that he gets used to it more. So, okay, before we wrap up, can you give us kind of an overview of what a typical day at the ranch looks like for a dog who's staying there for daycare?
Absolutely. So if they're coming for doggy daycare, we'd love for them to arrive no later than 9. So we open at 6:30. So a lot of clients bring them, super early on their way to work. So in between 6:30 and 9 is our typical arrival rush for the day. So as the dogs arrive, they go right out to the yard, and they get to have a potty break and kind of get their early morning crazies out and run around. And so once they have their potty break, they get to go inside and get settled into their bunk for the day. And it's super cute in the morning because all of them are looking for their friends to arrive. And so it's super exciting how some of the dogs will recognize, dogs that they commonly play with. And, as soon as they walk through the door, all of them, all their little friends go crazy and saying hi to them and welcoming them. So we build play groups, and like I was mentioning, all of our play groups are very low ratio. All of our daycare dogs have, a little profile that we go off of, and it just has all of the, all the things that they love, all of their friends lists on there. And like I said, a lot of paperwork, a lot of documenting. Every dog has so much, so we pull those cards for that day, and that's how we form our play groups for that day. And so we do around a rotation of play groups. We follow that activity for the day. Like I said, if it's ranch day or sports day, arts and crafts day, they have an afternoon break rest time. And during that time, they get a puzzle toy. So that's anything from a Kong that's stuffed with, something yummy, some treats. Sometimes it's yogurt, sometimes it's peanut butter, applesauce, pumpkin. We also have the lickety mats, which are super, if you have a dog that is busy, definitely look up lickety mats on Amazon. It's a great thing just to kind of keep them busy. We also have all of the really fun puzzle toys, like the tornado bone. And so they get to search for treats and the puzzles. And so even during their time where they're resting from their morning activity, they then are doing a mental activity. So again, engaging all 5 senses. It's all about that balanced dog that goes home physically tired, but also goes home mentally tired. So they always have an afternoon activity. And then after lunchtime, we, right around kind of 12:30, we start a rotation again. And, sometimes the dogs stay in those same groups that they were in the morning. And other times we switch it up a little bit because we always like to keep them guessing. We always like to try new dogs. Sometimes we combine groups. Sometimes we're like, hey, maybe this dog would do better with this one in the afternoon if, maybe the dog wasn't as playful as what they normally are with a different dog. So we're always changing it up. We're always trying new things. The dogs also get a one-on-one playtime. So when I say their entire day it's packed. It's a packed schedule. So they get their group playtimes, but they also get an individual playtime that's one-on-one, and it's whatever it is that dog likes. So if that dog wants to lay in the sun and get a belly rub, then that's what that dog will get, right? But if the client is like, hey, I really want, my dog to exercise more, then maybe during that time, we're doing sprints with them back and forth. We're playing with the jolly ball. We're playing fetch with them. Maybe during that time too, the dog we have so many dogs that are really smart that are always learning new tricks. So we might be working with them on rollover, or working with them on army crawling, or working with them on whatever trick it is that, we have on that dog's list to work with them for. So it's all about, again, that group time, balance with that individual time, balance with that puzzle time. And so they end the day back in group. And then, like I said, their parents, they come pick them up, and they get their little report card, and yes, so and it starts all over the next day, but with different activities. So nice. No day's the same. I guess we're boring, Bruin, but the same, and every day is a little bit different, and that's what's important, is that kind of keep the dogs guessing, and they're also excited to kind of see that yard whenever they first walk in. Is we have so many of them that recognize the hula hoop. They know that if they see the hula hoop, they get to jump through it. So it's definitely, it's cool how they start to associate different things.
That's awesome. It definitely sounds like an awesome, fun place to be for doggos. So awesome. Thank you so much, Hannah. I really appreciate you taking the time to share more about Pawderosa and how dog parents can get their doggos ready for daycare. Can you tell us where we can find more information from
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, definitely it's a treat to follow us on social media. We do such a great job on Facebook and on Instagram. Facebook, you will see so many awesome photos and so many fun things. We do so much dress up. We do lots of themed, themed parties and themed activities.
Y'all just had an Oktoberfest.
We did a dog Oktoberfest party. Yeah. So nobody parties like Pawderosa. So that's definitely such a fun thing that we do for them. So for finding out more information, definitely social media. We're going to always post the latest and greatest. Instagram, post a lot on the stories. Facebook for sure. Of course, our website, you can always go and visit that. It's weloveyourdog.net. And so you can always find us really by looking at We Love Your Dog anywhere. We're always going to pop up. So definitely visiting that. And of course you can just call us. We're a phone call away. We also have a chat bot on the website. So if you're in a rush and you just want to send us some information and we can get back to you, we can contact you through there, through Facebook, really anywhere. We'll get back to you right away. It's whatever kind of works with your schedule.
Awesome. Cool. And if you guys want to find out more about getting that Paw Pass discount, go to thedogguidesanantonio.com and click on Paw Pass for all that information there. So thank you so much, Hannah. I will see you again soon. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Bye, guys. Thanks.